Hey guys, this is Siddharth from Gadget Gizmo, and in this video, I'm going to talk about the best laptop that you should consider in each price point. So this is basically a laptop guide for those of you who want to buy the perfect laptop for you. So let's get started. First of all, starting with the processors. So a lot of you were confused about which processor should you have in your laptop. So basically, there are three processors available in the market, which is the i3, the i5, and the i7. i9 is also available, but it is meant for only those who want ultra high gaming performance on the laptops. So the i7 should be sufficient for most people. But starting off with the i3, so if you want a laptop who can do basic stuff like MS Office, MS Word, and you can easily do casual things like you can easily surf on your laptop, watch movies, or play audio, then you should consider i3. It won't be bad, but I would suggest stretching out your budget to buy at least the i5. So the i5 is a laptop which is sufficient for most people. It should definitely be handy if you are playing casual games, not heavy games, but only casual games you can play here. You can easily do a lot of your programming and browsing the web or watching movies. It is useful in a lot of scenarios. So if you are not doing a lot of heavy duty stuff like video editing and rendering, then you should definitely consider the i5. But meanwhile, if you are a person who likes to easily do a lot on the laptop, then you should definitely consider the i7. They are ultra high performance laptops and they perform very well. So if you want a laptop that will be excellent for gaming or for programming and would serve you all around very well, then you should consider i7. Now you should know that the i7 laptops are more expensive, pretty expensive than the i5 or the i3. So if you are on a budget, then I would definitely suggest that i5 is sufficient for most people. But if you don't mind the budget, then definitely go for the i7. They offer a lot of headroom and a lot of RAM. So coming to the topic of the RAM, so a lot of people have asked me how much RAM is sufficient. So starting off, I would like to say that in most laptops, around 8 GB of RAM is sufficient. In 2020, I don't think anybody can survive with 4 GB of RAM, but 8 GB should be sufficient. And if you are not doing a lot of heavy duty stuff like a lot of video editing or you are opening multiple apps at the same time, then 8 GB should be sufficient. If you want, you can easily buy 16 GB RAM variants also. It is expandable. The RAM is expandable on a lot of these models, so you can expand it. But I think 8 GB would be sufficient for most people. Now, talking about the laptops, first of all, if you are on a very tight budget, then you should definitely consider the Acer Swift 3. It is available at around 35,000 from Flipkart or Amazon, and it is quite a power packed laptop. It has the latest Intel Core i3. The design and the build quality is quite great for the price, so you should definitely check it out. Also, the Asus VivoBook is also present at around 50,000 rupees for the i5 model. You should also consider that it has a very sleek design, it is very light, and the keyboard on there is pretty great. So if you are on a budget and you want an i5 laptop, then you can definitely consider the Asus VivoBook. Now, if you don't mind shelling out a small amount of money for the Dell or HP brand, then you should definitely consider the HP Pavilion series. So they offer a lot of ultra light and thin laptops and even gaming laptops. So you have the HP Pavilion series and the Dell Inspiron series. They offer a great series of laptops which are good for gaming as well as professional use. So if you want one for professional use, the Dell Inspiron line will be great. And if you want laptops for gaming, then if you are an entry level gamer, then I should definitely consider you to check out the Dell G series. So this is a gaming series which has a dedicated G button on the keyboard, and they have the G3, G5, and G7 models for gaming. So these are pretty great. The starting model G3 costs you at around 70,000 rupees, but it is pretty great, has a great design, and the gaming performance on that is quite great for an entry level device. Also on the HP side of things, we have an HP Pavilion, which is another gaming laptop. Now these gaming laptops entry level with a processor which is i5 are available at around 70,000 rupees. So these are entry level laptops, but they perform quite well for the price. If you don't mind shelling a bit more, then you can have the i7 versions of these laptops, the Pavilion and the gaming G3 laptops. They are available at around 85 to 90,000. These are often available at discount, so you can check them out. But I definitely think that the i7 variants of these laptops also is worth checking out. Now Dell has a whole new series which is known as the Alienware, which is a set of high performance gaming laptops. They come with configurations up to i9. So if you want ultra high performance gaming laptops, then you should definitely check out the Alienware side of things. But you should know that the Dell Alienware series is quite expensive. It will cost you north of about 1.5 lakhs. So it is pretty expensive, but if you want the best gaming performance, then you should definitely check that out. Also on the Razer side of things, you have the Razer Blade 15. which is a 50-inch gaming laptop. That is also quite expensive, comes at around 2 lakhs in here in India, but it is pretty good and excellent gaming. It has excellent gaming performance. So on Asus side of things also, you have Asus ROG line and the Asus Zephyrus line. So the ROG line is available for those who want an entry level gaming laptop. They have gaming laptops available at around 70 to 80,000 rupees. But if you don't mind shelling out a lot more, then you can consider a Zephyrus. So the Zephyrus are a high level series of gaming laptops. They are available at around more than rupees 1 lakh starting price. So you can also check out the Asus Zephyrus line of laptops. Also, Asus has a laptop which is known as Asus ROG Strix, which is quite a heavy duty gaming laptop. So you should definitely check that out also. So these were my recommendations for gaming laptops or ultra high performance laptops. Now, if you want a laptop for video editing and rendering and you like Mac OS, then you should definitely consider MacBook. So you have the MacBook Air or the MacBook Pro. The new MacBook Air will set you back by about a lakh of rupees, and the MacBook Pro about 1,12,000. But you should definitely check them out. And if you don't mind selling a bit more for the MacBook Pro, I would definitely recommend getting the MacBook Pro over the Air. It has 4 cores instead of 2 cores present on the MacBook Air. The screen is brilliant on the MacBook Pro. Build quality is top notch. The keyboard is one of the best that you can get in the industry. The trackpad is also pretty great, and the speakers are the best. They are simply the best that you can get in the market right now. So you can even try the MacBook, and the gaming performance is not that great. If you are a gamer, don't consider it. But if you want it for video editing or for graphical designing, then it is one of the best that you can get. The video editing and rendering times are great on this device, and combined with, if you edit a lot of videos on Final Cut Pro, then you should definitely consider it. Final Cut Pro is one of the best video editing softwares that you can get on the market. So combined with Mac OS software optimizations, it should be pretty great. So if you want a laptop for video editing, then look no further than the MacBook Pro. So but a MacBook Pro and Air can set you back by a lot of money. So a MacBook Pro is around 1,12,000 rupees for the starting variant with i5 and 13 inches of display. But if you want a 16-inch MacBook Pro 2019, that will set you back by about rupees 2 lakhs. So that is quite expensive. And if you want to save some money, then you can definitely check out the previous generation MacBook Air, which is available at around 65,000 rupees. It has a 5th generation i5 processor, so quite dated processor, but it still performs well in my opinion and is rated by many viewers. It also has a great screen, great battery life, and great speaker performance. So the best thing about the MacBooks is that you can get great battery life out of them. You can easily get about 8 to 9 hours of battery life out of the MacBook Pro and the MacBook Air. So you should definitely check out the MacBooks if you don't want to game a lot. If you want to do gaming, then don't definitely check out the MacBook Pro. They're not good for gaming, but for other tasks such as watching videos, or you want to do a casual browsing through the internet, or you want to do video editing and rendering, then definitely check out the MacBook Pro. But if you want to game, then check out the Windows side, and there are a lot of gaming laptops available out there. Also, I would suggest that there are some great laptops from Lenovo also. So if you want a cheap laptop, then you can definitely consider the Lenovo IdeaPad, which has the i5 processor and 8th generation processor and performs quite well in my opinion. The build quality is also quite great for the price, so you should definitely check that out also. Also, there is a premium laptop from Lenovo also, which is known as a ThinkPad X1 Carbon and the ThinkPad X1 Extreme. Now these laptops are pretty expensive, but in my opinion, they have one of the best build qualities that you can get on the market, and they are very well built. The keypad there is also pretty great, and the speakers are also nice. So if you want a laptop which is easy to carry, and they're quite light also, so they are available at around 1.2 kgs. So if you want a laptop, an ultrabook basically, which is very light, and you have to just use it for casual browsing and stuff, then you should definitely consider the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Extreme or the Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Carbon. So these were my recommendations for laptops that you should definitely consider buying. What do you think about these laptops? Did you find this video useful? The time to make these videos was quite a lot, and I researched quite a lot before making these videos. So a like would make me quite happy. And if you like this video, definitely consider subscribing to my channel and leave some comments down below about which kind of videos you would like to see and what you felt about this video. So this is Siddharth signing off. Hope to see you in the next video.